What you may not realize is if you are interacting with someone who leads with your opposite energy, unfortunately, they tend to see you on this slide. Think about that for a minute. Your opposite energy, your opposite personality tends to perceive you in the negative, and you don't even realize it's happening because you're actually in the middle of having your best day. It's why communication gets complicated. Oh no, that's not funny. Here's the funny part. If you've put yourself in one of these quadrants, put your spouse in another one. How many of you think you married your opposite type? Oh my gosh, what were you thinking? Opposites actually attract. They do. We're drawn to somebody who's very different than we are. We come together. It feels very whole and very complete. And we marry them, and then we want to kill them for 40 years because they do everything differently than we do. I want you to think about that spouse when you go home tonight. Think about the energy that they lead with and treat them that way. Treat them the way that their energy might suggest. If you think they lead with earth green, give them a hug for a little longer than normal. If they lead with fiery red, go home and offer to do a job. If they lead with sunshine yellow, invite them to happy hour or go out with friends and have some fun. And if they lead with cool blue, send them a text or an email and invite them to do password or Sudoku at home tonight, right? Meet their energy where it is. Think about where you are in the model. Think about energies that you lead with. Think about your family and your children. This is my family. My wife, I said, leads with fiery red. My youngest daughter, absolute fiery red, loves to focus and get things done. I lead with yellow, so does my oldest daughter. Look at her hat. Energy, enthusiasm, right? Mine appear disorganized. That's the risk of too much sunshine yellow. And look at my son. It's hard to see, but look closely. When we had this little exercise 10 years ago, he said quietly, "Can I wear more than one hat?" Then my wife with high fiery red said, "What?" "No, pick a hat." And maybe in a moment we became aware and said, "Connor, wear as many hats as you want." Look closely. He said, "I'm green, but I'm more blue." And he actually put 2 hats on. That's the uniqueness of personality. It's the way we gather information and the way we make decisions and how we show up in most everything we do. So be aware, right? The psychology underneath it is extroverts, introverts, thinking and feeling. The same psychology, Jungian psychology, that underpins Myers-Briggs or MBTI. All right, just a brilliant tool or tools and psychology that helps you access who you are, how you're wired, and what makes you tick. It's about being aware that this exists so that you can be aware of it in other people. I'll let you read this slide because this is going to happen as soon as we go to lunch. You're going to look at each other and you're going to see behaviors. Just read it for yourselves. I know it's crazy, right? But it's true. You do one of these things, don't you? And one of these things that other people does makes you crazy. They're probably your opposite type. Isn't it funny how we do it? I should probably have one more up there for the person who leans in, pretending to hit the open door button, but really hits the closed door. Maybe that's bad red. I don't know. The point behind what I'm saying is think about how you're wired and how you show up. In terms of igniting your business and having more success in that area, how might you contribute? Whatever role that you play. It's a function of your personality and where you fit in our model. And if you really want to kind of expand that impact, right, then think about in terms of leading others. How can you have a greater impact? Because there's a natural position you hold within models like this. You're naturally good at some things and you struggle harder with other things. Be aware. Be focused. Know yourself. Know other people. Pay attention to other people as you interact with them for the purpose of understanding who they are and how they're wired. Take action so that you can move forward, but recognize that when you're having trouble with someone else, here's a quote from Jung again, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a deeper understanding in ourselves. You've kind of heard that theme in some of the other speakers. If you're irritated by something someone else is doing, pause and reflect on why. All right, ask the question like Reese was saying, why? Why is this happening? What's going on? Because very likely it's more about you than about someone else. So in wrapping up for you, pay attention. Be aware. Use your conscious brain to see who people really are. If you wonder what it feels like, pay attention to your blinking right now for just a second. Notice you're blinking? You're doing it. You're self-aware. It's that easy. Now, tomorrow morning when you're brushing your teeth and looking in the mirror, I hope you have a little moment of self-awareness again. I don't want you to think of me, but think about blinking. Look in the mirror and say, wow, I'm aware. I'm going to go be aware of everybody that I meet today. That's the plan. Focus on others. Know your unique personality style. Use whatever model helps you make sense of you in relationship to others, but notice the otherness of the other. Everyone in here is unique from everyone else. Everyone brings a gift. Everyone brings a unique personality, and they're dying for you to notice it. Just like you are dying to be communicated with in your preferred style, so is everybody else. Give them that gift, take action, and make a difference. Thank you very much.